Dear students, welcome to this session. In this session, we will discuss the application of the heap data structure, heap sort. It is just a sorting algorithm, correct? We are going to sort the list of elements. For that, the input is then a list of elements and it is going to be stored in an array. Okay, it is going to be received in an array. Okay, so array of elements is the input for the heap sort. Okay, the result is what? The sorted elements. For example, 7, 2, 5, 3, 6. If this is the input for our heap sort algorithm, okay, the result will be what? This is the 0, 1, 2, 3 index. Okay, if this is that input, and output will be what? The same content array with the sorted elements 2, 3, 5, 6 and what? 7. Okay, so input and output. Okay, here array of elements is an input, array of elements and the elements are sorted is the output. Okay, so we are going to use the heap sort algorithm. So for that, the input array by default, we know that if you are storing an elements in an array, by default it can be considered as a nearly complete binary tree. So that we discussed already. Okay, so if the array of elements is input, that array of elements can be considered as a nearly complete binary tree. For example, this is that input means what? The 7 is the root and 2 and 5 are the children of 7 and 3 and 6 are the children of So 0, 1, 2, 3, 5 elements are represented in the tree. So it is nearly complete. It binary tree. Okay. For applying the heap sort algorithm, what is a simple step is that nearly completed tree has to be converted into the heap. How can we convert that into the heap? It is already nearly complete. So only I need to add that the heap property. Okay, so I need to add the heap property. Okay, so if I add that heap property plus, we will get the heap. Okay, the heap will be used for sorting that elements. So the sorting the elements, the first step is the given nearly complete binary tree. Given by nearly complete means what? The array of elements has to be converted into the heap. Okay, first, then you need to apply the algorithm. For converting that nearly complete binary tree to the heap, I need to apply the heap property. And whether that min heap or max heap, which one I wanted to convert, that I have to take the decision. Okay, if I want to sort that elements in that ascending order, okay, if I want to sort the elements in that ascending order, you go for that max heap. For what? Ascending. Okay, if I want to sort the elements in the descending order, you should go for min heap. Okay, understood? So we have to decide this first, whether you are going to sort the elements in the ascending order or descending order. Based on that, we need to apply that corresponding property. So now assume it, I am going to sort the elements in the ascending order, so that I am going to choose the min heap property. Okay, so just a given array is going to be converted into the heap, then I am going to apply the heap sort algorithm. Okay, for that heap means which one heap? Max heap. I am going to convert the given array into max heap for sorting the elements in the ascending order. So in discussing that heap sort algorithm, we are going to discuss 3 different algorithms. One is that max heapify. The input is an array of elements. Okay, 0 to what? N minus 1. Okay, array of elements. Plus number of elements in that array, that is that n. In addition to that, I need to pass. Okay, which element, which node have to be what? Heapified. That is that I is the index. Okay, so that is the first algorithm. The next one is a build max heap. Next function, max heap, build max heap. Here that input is that array A of what? 0 to n minus 1, comma, what? The size of that array, that is a n, build max heap. And finally, what? The heap sort algorithm. Heap sort of what? A of what? 0 to n minus 1 and that n elements. Okay. So to implement the heap sort algorithm, I need to define these functions or algorithms: max heapify, build max heap, and then what? Heap sort. So we will discuss the algorithm one by one. The heap sort will use internally what? That build max heap and what? Max heapify. Okay, the build max heap internally it will use that max heapify algorithm. So what is the purpose of max heapify and what is meant by build max heap, that we'll discuss. This is a given array, what I told, that need to be converted into the heap. For that conversion we need to use what? Build max heap. So this array will be given as the input. Okay, and result is what? This array will be changed to what? Max heap content. Okay, it will be changed to what? The max heap content. Correct. So after converting that into the max heap, okay, we need to use what? The heap sort. How to do the sort? The logic we have to what? Apply that. For the building max heap, we are using internally what? Max heapify. First we will discuss that max heapify. This algorithm, when we can use it, when we call that A input and then I as another input, when can we call this? This will be used when the I is an index, the left of the ith node and right of the ith node. Okay, left of the ith node is a subtree, left subtree. Right of the ith node is a right subtree. The left subtree and right subtree of that ith node are already a heap. Here simply we are using the term heap because here we are always going to consider what? Max heap. We are not going to consider what? Min heap, because we are going to sort the elements in the ascending order. So you forget that word, what? The min heap. So always if we are saying the heap means what? I am representing that max heap. So here what is the meaning is the left subtree and right subtree already in heap. He means what? Max heap. But I is not satisfying the heap property. In that situation, we can call what? This max heapify. It will what it will do means it will make that I as a heap. It will convert that I into what? The heap. That is ith node. Okay, and this left of that ith node, it is an heap. The right of that ith node, it is already what? Heap. Okay, so now ith node is not satisfying the heap. Okay, ith node not satisfying the heap. So in that case you can apply what? The max heapify. Max heapify. Okay, so this is not an heap. Okay, this tree is not a heap. This tree is a heap, this tree is a heap, and this tree is not a heap. Then I can apply that what? This algorithm, that is A of A comma n comma what I, like that I can apply it. So that it will convert that entire tree, this tree, ith tree, as what? A heap. Okay. It will be converted into what? The heap. So consider this heap. It is an array of elements. Okay, array of 10 elements. It is viewed as a nearly complete binary tree. Okay, it is viewed as what? Nearly complete binary tree. When you verify the tree, okay, whether it is a max heap or not, up to what 17 is a leaf, 18 max heap, 22 greater than this max heap, 34 greater than this max heap, 55 greater than this max heap, but 5 it is not a max heap. So the left of that is except the 5, this satisfying the heap, and this right subtree is a heap. So 55 is a heap and 34 is a heap, okay, and 5 is not an heap. So in that situation, if I call that max heapify, okay, if I call that max heapify, so which one violate the heap property? That is a 5. So I need to call like what? Max heap of what? A comma n. N is the number of elements, 10 comma, which one is that I now? 0. So 0 is violating the heap property. Okay, so that what? Left of the 0 is heap, right of that 0 is a heap, but 0 is not in heap. In that situation alone, I can apply the max heapify. Okay, if the left of the 0 is not an heap, I cannot call that max heapify. It will not do anything. If the left is a heap and right is a heap, but 0 is not heap, in that situation alone I can apply that max heapify. Okay, so now we'll start discussing that algorithm max heapify. So instead of that writing as an algorithm, I'm going to write as an code, okay, in CPP language. Okay, so just to what? Void, it is going to what? Modify that content of that A only, so that max heapify, okay, this is that function name. I'm not going to create an what class and those things. Only we are going to define that 3 functions. We are going to what? Only define that 3 algorithms. The 3 algorithms is going to be defined as a functions. Okay, that's all. So max heapify of A is an integer array. So what? Int A of, okay, it is containing some elements, and then next one is that size int what? N, and next one is that index, that is this is n, this is what? I. Okay, index is also what? Integer. So what? Int I. Only we can change the type here, okay, into 2, some float or character something, if you want to sort that characters or what? Float. Then so the first step in that algorithm is just to find that index of the left of the ith. So this is that I is marked as the 0. Who is the left and who is the right? Okay, so what is the index of the left of the I? What is the index of the right of that I? Like that you mark. So I need to find that left of I and what? Right of I. So left equal to L, okay, and right equal to what? R. So I need to what? Declare these variables, that is int L comma what? R. Okay, so the left equal to I, we already know in the array representation, if you want to find that children of a particular ith node, okay, is what? 2i, that is a 2 into 0 plus 1, okay, 2i plus 1, and then what? 2i plus 2. If the index start from 0 means what? 2i plus 1 and 2i plus 2. For example, 4th node children are what? 2 into 4 plus 1, 9, and 2 into 4 plus 2 what? 10. Okay, so for any ith node, left and right are what? 2i plus 1 and 2i plus 2. So that only we are going to find the index of what? Left node of that ith node is what? 2 into I plus 1 and 2 into I plus what? 2. So that we have to find. Okay. So as an efficient programmer, what you will do means, instead of doing 2 more calculations again, simply you will do what? L plus 1. Once we calculated the 2i plus 1, only I need to add plus 1 with what? Left. So that will be the right. Okay. So this is also what correct. We can reduce what one more calculations. Okay, so now left and right, so this is marked as what L and this is marked as what R. Okay, so next I need to mark this. I have to what introduce the maximum. So I have to find that maximum between L and R. So M is going to what hold the index of, okay, index of either what index between that either left and what right, between that two, which is the maximum, that is going to be marked as what M. So that I am going to introduce a variable what M. Correct. So how can we find the maximum between the two means, you initially you assume that ith node is the maximum. Assume it is not a maximum actually. Ith node is what a maximum. Ith node means what, that index is marked as what M. So M equal to what I, not that element, that index is marked as what M. So this is what M. Okay, then you compare that M the value with what Lth value. Okay, that is if okay, if A of L is greater than what A of what M. We calculated that Lth value na L index. Okay, A of L is greater than that A of what M. Then among between these two, which is the maximum? 55. So you change this as a maximum. So now the current maximum will be changed to what, that L. Okay, so that you do this first. Okay, then after that, now what is happening, 5 and then 55 is the maximum, so that what it is marked as what M will be moved to what here. After that I need to compare this M with what R. So I need to do this F. Okay, A of R is greater than that current maximum. Okay, A of R is greater than, here I have changed that M equal to what L. So after that, if that A of R is greater than the current maximum, I need to change what M equal to what R. Okay, this code two statements is just to find that maximum between that M and R. Okay, here 55 and 34. So 55 is the maximum. So finally what, the 55 will be marked as what, the maximum. Okay, that is a M. Okay, so this code is just to find the maximum between the three. Okay, so after changing that M value, you check M is moved to left and right. If M is not moved to left or right, it means that what, already M is already in what, heap. If M itself is a maximum, okay, M itself is a maximum, it means that already what, the tree is the maximum, no need to what, do anything like that. Suppose if the left or right any one is the maximum, it means that this is not that heap property. So we have marked what, left is the maximum like that. So that we need to check, that is after determining that M value, if M is keep on pointing to that IA, no need to do anything. Okay, or if M is pointing to either left or right, it means that what, M is not equivalent to what, that I itself. Okay, M is not equivalent to I, it is keep on pointing to the I, no need to do anything, it is already in max keep, so no need to do anything. Suppose if M is moved to left or right, after finding this, I have to do what, swapping of that ith value and mth value. Okay, swapping of what, ith value and mth value. So I need to introduce a variable int t, and t equal to what, A of M, and A of M equal to A of I, and A of I equal to t. So this code is just to what, swapping. Okay, that is what, swapping of A of M and A of I. A of M and what, A of what, I. Maximum value with what, ith value. So after swapping, so what is happening, the 5 and 55 will be what, swapped. So this will go 55 and then what, this will be that 5. Okay, after swapping you should not stop. What you have to do means, now this I node is becoming a heap, but we have modified the left subtree. We have modified the left subtree because the 5 is moved down. Okay, moved to what? The left subtree. So this is possible for what? The left subtree violating the heap property. Okay, in the left subtree also we have modified the root only. So except that root, okay, the left of that left subtree and right of that left subtree may be in what? Already must be in what? The heap. Already the heap, because already we have changed it. We have modified only the root. The root may not be in what? The heap. So what I have to do means, for this, after exchanging, okay, this subtree, okay, this may not be in what? Heap. That is what? This node may not be in heap. Left and right of the left will be in heap. So what I have to do is, this max, whether the left is nothing but what? The max, I have to call what? Max kpfi of, recursively I am going to call this algorithm with a comma, number of elements is the n comma, and then I. Now I is what? Which one may violate the rule? Heap, that is a mth. So I have to pass this what? M. Okay, and then end of this, and then what? End of this max heap. So that is a complete code. Okay, so now what is happening here is, we are calling the max kpfi again for the same tree. Now m is what? The I. M will be passed as an, m is nothing but what? 1. So 1 will be passed as an I. Okay, so this call, okay, again it is calling like what? After changing the content, it is calling a comma 10 comma m is now what? 1. Okay, a comma 10 comma 1, like that it is calling. After swapping, okay, after calling this functions, the initial call, okay, in the initial call, after swapping, the content of the tree is becoming what? Like this. Okay, 55 and 5 will get what? Swapped. See that? 55 and 5 will be get what? Swapped. Okay, this two. Now we are calling what? Max kpfi of a comma n comma what? M. M is nothing but what? 1. So that, so here, from here we are calling the second call is what? Max kpfi of m comma, sorry, a n, and then n is a 10. Okay, 10 and then 1, like that it is calling. Okay, this is called by what? The main algorithm. Okay, we are not calling manually. So this call what? This one. Okay, so that recursively it is calling. So that now in the second iteration what? In the first recursive call, so this will be marked as what? I. This will be marked as what? I. Here it is an I. As per that algorithm, what is happening? L equal to what? Left of that I and right of that I. 2i plus 1, that is a 3. 3 will be marked as left, and 4 will be marked as what? Right. And then m equal to I. So this is that m. And then what it will do is, it will do that comparison on this 2. Okay, this will do that comparison on the 2. That is what? M, L. So that what? M is greater than, sorry, A of L is greater than what? 1. So that this will be marked as M equal to what? L. Then it will do the comparison M and R. Between these two, this itself what? Maximum. So this will not get executed. So at the end, we are checking what? M is what? Not equal to I. So M equal to I means no need of what? Calling this algorithm. Okay, so now m is not equal to I. M is pointing to left. So that we are what? Swapping that mth value, ith value. So that the 22 and what? The 5 will get what? Swapped. So 22 here and what? And 5 will be in this one. After that, we are calling max kpfi of what? A comma n comma m. M is what? 3. So after swapping, this, okay, this is the content 0, 1, 5 and 22 is get what? Swapped. Then we have called what? Max kpfi of, so max kpfi of what? A comma 10 comma, now it is called with m. M is what? 3. like that we have called. So here it will be identified as what I. So the next recursive call, this will be identified as what I. Again we are calling from what calling the same algorithm. So this is the IA. The left of that I is what 7. So L. Right of the I is 8. So this is R. Then M is marked as what IA. Now we are comparing M to L, M and L. L is a greater, so that what the M is moved to what left side, and M and what the 7 and 2 will be compared. 7 is the maximum, so M will not be moved here. Okay, then after that what we are checking this, after finding the M value we are checking M not equal to I. M is moved to left or right, we have checked M is moved, so that I have to what again swapping. So this is the maximum, so that what we are swapping these two 7 and what 5. Okay, so after swapping we need to call recursively. Okay, so after swapping after swapping 5 and 7, okay, so this is the content 7 and what 5. So next recursively it will call what mh of a comma 10 comma, now M value is actually what 5, index is 7, so it will call what 7. Index is M is pointing to what 7, so it will call what 7. So now what is happening, this will be marked as 7 will be marked as what I. 7 will be marked as what I, correct? So now in this call, okay, we are calculating the left and right of that what I. Left and right of that I. So L of that I is equal to what? L of the I is 2I plus 1, 17. 17 plus 1 is what? Sorry, 2 into 7 plus 1. 2 into 7, 14. 14 plus 1 what? 15. So 15 is the left of what? I. And the right of that I is what? 15 plus 1, that is a 16. So 15 and 16 will be that L and R what of I. So that will be calculated. Then we are marking that what? I is that M, as per algorithm I is that what M. So what is happening, we need to find the maximum between that IA, okay, and the left of that IA and right of that IA. But here what is happening, there is no elements present at what 15 and 16, because the size of that array itself what 0 to 9 only. Okay, there is no valid index of what L and what R. So while comparing as per our algorithm, Lth element of an array A is compared with what mth element, but here Lth element 15th element is a invalid. So the position itself what invalid position. So what you need to do means, before comparing that Lth element with the mth element, I need to what check that L is what left of that I. The L index is a valid index or not. How can we check that valid index or not? The L should be what less than that maximum index, less than or equal to what the maximum index. Maximum index is depending on what that size of that n. What is the size of that array? 10. So it should be L must be less than or equal to what 9. It should not go beyond what 9. So if it is going to go beyond that 9 means what, it is an invalid index. So that before comparing that Lth element with that mth element, I need to check that L is less than or equal to what, that n minus 1. Okay, so less than or equal to 9. If it go beyond that 9, it is an invalid. So less than or equal to what, the last index, and okay, then only you can compare what A of L is greater than. So in this case what is happening, 15 greater than or equal to 9 condition, sorry, less than or equal to 9, it is what, false. False means it will not do this comparison, so this condition is false, it will go here. Similarly what, after identifying the max between these two, okay, there is no change in that M still pointing to what, IA. Now that the current I value, mth value is going to compare with what, right. So right A of R greater than or M, like that it will check. But here what is happening, again that R is an invalid index. So again before comparing that rth element with the mth element, R is a valid or not, that we have to check. That is what, if r is less than or equal to n minus 1 and what I of r less than. Okay, it must be less than or equal to what, n minus 1, but here what, 16 grade less than or equal to what, 9, so condition false, so it will be terminated. So what, at the end of this if statement, okay, there is no change in what, m still pointing to what, ith element. So m is not moved to the left or not moved to what, right, so still pointing to what, ith. It means that the nth element is in heap. So further no need to call what, the max heapify. So what is happening here, so that only we are checking here, m is still pointing to that ia, so no need to do these things, just the end of this algorithm. Okay, so here m not equal to I, but m equal to what, ia, so that what, it just skip these statements, so no further recursive call, no further what, recursive call, so just it will return to the caller. So at the end what will be that tree content means this one. Okay, the array content is what, this one. It means that it is a max heap. Okay, so just we have moved that 5 to this proper location. Okay, so initially 5 is there in the root. After calling the max heapify, the 5 is moved to what, 7th location. Instead these elements are get what, changed. Okay, so that is the code for what, the max heapify. So another quick example for the max heapify. Consider this. This is already in heap and this is already in max heap. Okay, if you want you can check it. Okay, but the 33 is not in heap. Okay, so now we are going to move the 33 to the down. Okay, so this is that I initially. Okay, we are calling what, mh of what, a comma 10 comma 12 comma, that is a 13 comma what, 13 is a n and 0, like that we are calling. Okay, so this is marked as an IA, this is left and this is right and this is a m. Between m and l, as per the code, between m and l, this is the maximum, so m is moved to here, and m and r, 45 and 75 is the maximum, so that m is moved to here. Now m is this one, so now 75 is this one, so these two elements will get swapped. So 33, 75 will go here and what, 33 will come to this place. Okay, so after swapping, this is the content, 75 and 33 will get swapped. Again it will call what, max heapify of what, a comma 13 comma what, m value is what, 2. So max heapify of a comma 13 comma now 2 will be called. This is an I. Okay, so I is marked this one, and left is the left of that I, this is a valid index. Okay, right of that I, this is the valid index. Okay, 5 and 6. Now m is marked as this one. Now the mth value 33 and 55 will be compared. 55 is greater, so m is moved to the L. Now m and r, these two will be compared. Okay, so now what, 55 is the maximum, so that what, it will not be moved. Okay, m is still what, 55. So again what, again that is after what, finding the mth value and ith value will get what, swapped, so that 55 and 33 will get swapped. So 55 will move to here and 33 will move to what, this position. So after swapping 33 and 55, this is the content. Okay, 55 and 33, and this will call that again recursively that max heapify of what, a comma 13 comma size. Now m will be that 5, so 5 will be called as here m. Okay, so that what is happening now, this will be marked as that I, 5 will be marked as that IA, the left is the 11 and right is the 12. Okay, and m is marked as that IA. Okay, so now mth value, left value will be compared, 33 and 30. Okay, 33 and 30, so there is no change, 33 is a maximum, so that what, m will not be moved here. Okay, after comparing m with L, then it will compare that m with what, right. Current m is what, the same 33, mth value is 33, right value 45 40, 33, 40. 40 is the greater. So 40 is the greater means what? M will be moved to here. Okay, so after comparing that M with L and R, M pointing to what? The rth location, that is a 40. So now we need to what? Check that M still pointing to the I. If it is still pointing to the I means what? No need to call swap and recursive call. Okay, so now but M is moved to the R, so I need to do that swapping of M and ith element. So 40 and 33 will be what? Swapped, so that what? 40 will be moved to here and 33 will be moved to this position. Okay, 33 will be moved to this position. So after swapping the content, 40 and 33, that will be moved. Now it will call what? MH of what? That again this will call MH of A comma 13 comma. Now M value is what? 12. So 12, like that it will be called. Okay, this is the M. So now this is an I will be marked as this one. Okay, and L is for that I is the invalid index. R is for that I is also what? Invalid index, because L and R will be that 12 plus 12 into 2, 24 plus 1, 25, and R equal to what? 26. These two are what? Invalid index, so that what? It will not do that recursive calls. Okay, because M will be marked as the same I, correct? So at the end of that comparison, M, L, R, M still pointing to I. Still pointing to I means what? It will not do that swapping and what? Recursive call. So final tree will be the same. Okay, finally the tree will be what? This one. Okay, so this is a max heap if5 algorithm. Try to understand that algorithm, max heap if5. Now this algorithm will be used in what? Building the max heap from that array. Okay, array of elements. Okay, then we need to go for the heap sort. So that we'll discuss in the next video. Thank you. If you have doubt, you can ask. Thank you.